So back to work in the chateau. Now all of the events are out the way and we've got more rain yet again. It means we can crack on with the rest of the work here in the 401 suite. Now we've still got quite a lot to do in here. As you can see, obviously it's still a bit of a shell, but we're moving on with the red bedroom or the wood bedroom, whatever it's going to be now. And we're still unsure about the colour for the blue bedroom. Now, we did show you a couple of the fabrics that we'd got for that room, and yeah, they were okay, but we were just sort of going with them because that's all we could find really. But luckily, obviously, one of our viewers, Karen, came to our rescue and found this beautiful vintage fabric in America. So obviously it had been used at some point, like someone had tried to start putting some tassels and stuff on, but luckily we've got quite a lot of decent lengths that we can still use for the curtains and the bed canopy. So the only thing is now that I'll have to do is create a new colour for the bedroom. So I'll crack on now. So while I'm waiting for the paint samples to dry in the blue bedroom, I've came into what was going to be the red bedroom just to have a go at a couple more paint samples and wood grain effects. Now the one that I've done on the wall near the red one, that was just a quick sort of test so people could get an idea on the open day of if to go with the red or to go with the wood grain, and I think about 95% people said to go with the wood grain because it was just a lot nicer. So today I thought I would test a couple of the more wood grains just to get the colour right really. Now, this is the panel for the wardrobe that we're going to have, and obviously it's a lot lighter than the wood grain that I've done. Like I said, that was just a quick test. So I'm going to have a look, see if I can get something closer to this, see what colours I need to sort of mix up to get it to this colour, and then go from there really. I'll be able to show you the technique that I've worked out how to do, because it's so simple to do, but the effects are absolutely fantastic with it. So yeah, I'll get on with this now and show you. So I've got my board that I'm going to test it on first. We've just painted it with the Autentico undercoat primer. So it's exactly the same as what we've got on the walls at the moment. So it's going to be the same sort of base start for the wood grain. Now I've got my base coat. All I'm going to do is add a bit of brown into the bottom part. That looks quite messy at first. So as you can see at the minute, it looks a bit of a mess. It looks like a kid's been playing around with the paint. And then we've got a big brush and we're just gonna slightly blend it in. So I'm just literally going over the top with the paint brush. Now I've got it all sort of blended in. All I've got is just a normal sponge, so what you'd use to wash the pots. Obviously I normally use a new one, but I'll see if this one will work, the one that I've used for the wall. And all I'm going to do is keep it like straight up, so I'm just using this edge first, and I'm going to create like the wood grain effect. So just to go straight up, give it a little sort of dip in, back down, and then back out, and do that for the whole thing for the wood grain. So there's the bases of the wood grain. Now we'll just get our big brush again and just slightly brush over the grain. Now I've got the bases done there. Obviously you think I'm going to be a bit crazy. So I've just got some really dark brown paint. I've just got a small paintbrush and I'm just going to flick some bits on, just so we've got some dark spots. And then we can just blend that in. And we can go back over with our sponge, just so we're doing the same wood grain. And then we have it. So what we'll do now is we'll leave that for 24 hours to dry, and then we can go over with the next stage to get it looking like wood. But yeah, that's one done for now. So I'm going to do a different colour on a different panel now and a different sort of wood grain to see how that comes out as well. So now the paint effects are all dried. The next stage to look at is to put some stain on. Now I've got a couple of different selections. So I've got just a brown wood stain, I've got a Georgian medium oak, and I've got a deep mahogany. So I've done a couple of different effects. I've done 2 mahogany grain ones, and I've done just a straight grain, and then I've done one with obviously the eye of the grain in. And all I'm going to do is just put a coat on, and then I'll go over again with the sponge to do the same effect like I did with the paint, just so it obviously highlights where the grain is. And then I'll leave that, so that'll take quite a while to dry. And then I'm going to have a look at different finishes. So if to either do a wax finish, like I've done with the test panel, or if to do a varnish, just so it gives us different effects as well. So it's just trial and error really with it. So I'll get this on now and go from there. So now all of the stains dried on the wood effect panels, the next stage to go over with is just to add some varnish on. So just get this on and you'll be able to see it sort of pull the grain effect out. So it's the next day and all my paint samples have all dried and I'm happy with what we've created and happy with the effects as well. So I'll show you, I'll see what they're all looking like now and what we're going to go with. So this is my little workshop at the moment, and as you can see the wood samples that we've got. So these are different grain types that we've done, different colours. So we've got the actual mahogany colour, which is just a bit too red for what we're wanting. Then we've got this one, which is a mahogany design, but it's just a lot browner. And then we've got obviously just the straight grain. Now they're all looking fantastic. Obviously just seeing all the detail in them. And the colour to the wardrobe is perfect as well. So I've managed it to get it close. So this is the base coat that I started off with, and then obviously I just, as you would have seen, added the bits of brown in and the sponge to create the effect, which is good. And then for the other bedroom, obviously you can't really see in camera, they all, as Ash would say, pretty much look the same. That's my sample board of 7 different colours. But the one that we've gone with is the top one, because it's got a bit more sort of greener to it, which is the whole thing that I've always been wanting. And that's this one. And then compared to the fabric that we've got, it's almost a perfect match, which is good. So we're going to get that sent off to Autentico to get that colour created, and at least that's going to be a new colour for the Chateau that we're going to get. And they also made these ones, which obviously a lot lighter version of them, which I really like for the bathroom. So I think we're going to go along those lines for the bathroom. So it's still quite fresh, but it's given that sort of period look. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. Like I said, obviously these are looking fantastic compared to the first one that I've done, which is beautiful, but it's just a bit too dark. See the colours on it. So at least now, obviously, I can play about a little bit more with it and get it sync. That looks as good as this one, but it's in the colours of the other one. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that all. So that's it for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and obviously got a couple of tips with trying to create some faux wood effect. Obviously they've turned out really well, really pleased with them. You can just have a little play about with the colours when they go on the wall now. And yeah, let the task start of getting this whole room done with the wood grain effect. Now, it is going to be really overpowering, but I think it's going to look absolutely stunning, especially with all the gold details as well. So let us know in the comments what you think to the wood effect and how it's turned out, and the process as well, because it's super easy and obviously the effects are fantastic. So hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. See you soon. Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the Chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.